Yep, it's your old fiend, the Vault Keeper, shrieking. I see my host CK has finished his, you should pardon the expression, horror story. And now it's my turn. Well, I'm ready. Are you? Got the smelling salts handy? Good. You'll need them before you're through with this spine tingler I call a rotten trick. Clint Ashton made his way nervously down the dark winding street of the little Greek seaport town. From time to time he would stop in the shadows of a doorway, listening for the sound of footsteps behind him. He was being followed. He knew that. They trailed him to the waterfront area. They were hot on his heels. He wiped his perspiring face, gasping for breath. I've got to get away. I've got to get out of this country, but how? Who can I turn to? And then he remembered Nick. Essie had told him Nick was a fisherman. Nick had a boat. Nick could help him. Clint darted across the road that ran beside the wharves. Nick, that's it. He could get me out of the country by boat. Heavy footsteps clacked over the cobblestones behind Ashton. They were getting closer now. He had to hide. Later, if they didn't find him, he'd look for Nick. There's a skiff tied up down there with a tarpaulin rolled up. I'll hide there. Clint swung himself over the edge of the wharf and dropped into the skiff as noiselessly as he could. He unfurled the canvas and, curling himself up in the bottom of the boat, covered himself with it. Lord, I'm tired. Been running for 2 days. Got to lie still now. Can't attract attention. Clint held his breath as the voices and footsteps drew near. He could hear them hesitate overhead on the wharf, talking to each other in low tones. A flash of light streamed in through a tiny hole in the tarpaulin, and Clint knew they were covering the pier and its boats with a flashlight. They'd kill me on sight if they spotted me. Then the voices and the footsteps died away, and Clint breathed a sigh of relief. Soon only the lapping of the water and the creaking of the pilings could be heard. Clint threw back the canvas and looked up at the starry sky. Nick's my only hope. He's the only one I can turn to. I wonder if he still hates me over what happened to Essie. Clint looked at his watch. It was 3:30. Soon it would be getting light and the fishermen would be coming down to their boats. He'd look for Nick then. Clint lit a cigarette and began puffing it. He lay back, his head on the skiff's stern seat, and smiled. She was all right, Essie. Real gorgeous babe. Yeah, I liked that doll. Clint had met Essie right there in that seacoast town about 2 years ago. He'd hired a touring car in Athens and come down the coast looking for a little relaxation. He'd made his rounds on the waterfront joints, and then he'd seen her. The cheap 2-bit band had almost drowned out her voice, but the spotlight had revealed all that Clint had been interested in. Psst. Waiter, will you give this note to that young lady who's singing? Yes, sir. Soon as she's through. After his song, Essie had come to Clint's table.
I receive your note.
So I see. Won't you sit down? Even in that smoke-filled dive, Essie had looked like a Hollywood movie star.
You're an American, aren't you?
Yes. Is my Greek that bad?
No, you speak it quite well. It is your clothes. That is how I can tell.
You're a clever girl, Miss, what is your name?
It is a very long, very hard name to pronounce. but you can call me Essie.
My name's Clinton Ashton. People call me Clint. Would you have lunch with me tomorrow, Essie?
I don't know. I don't think so. If Nick were to find out.
Nick? Who's Nick? Don't tell me you're married.
Not as yet. Nick and I are engaged. We are to be married as soon as he has paid off the boat.
The boat? Oh, your boyfriend's a fisherman.
Yes, and very jealous. He has insisted that as soon as we are married, I stop working.
But you're not married yet, Essie. I still have a chance. That night, Clint had checked in at the town's only hotel. As he'd undressed for bed. She's a cute babe. This is going to be fun. That's the way Clinton Ashton had always been. With the inheritance he'd gotten from his wealthy father, Clint had taken to traveling around the world, making conquest. Essie was to be just another name on his already lengthy list. The next day... Essie! So you did come?
Yes, I know I shouldn't have, but...
Clint had taken her hand. You couldn't help it, could you? Last night something happened between you and I. Something wonderful.
Please, Clint, people are watching.
They'd gone for a drive, he and Essie. They'd driven out of town and up into the mountains where they'd be safe from prying eyes.
Please, Clint, I hardly know you. Please.
You know all there is to know, Essie. You know that I love you. Let's not fight it. It had been as easy as that. Clint had a way with women. He knew it. In fact, Essie had been a pushover. But she'd been prettier than most, so Clint had hung around longer than usual. Then one day, coming down the mountain from one of their daily drives. The brakes! They won't hold! The car's out of control! Just before the careening car plunged over the embankment, Clint had jumped clear. Essie went down with the car, spinning over and over. She'd been badly hurt. Clint had gotten away with a few scratches. That night, Clint had met Nick for the first time. He'd come to Clint's hotel room. Look, Nick, I'm sorry about what happened to Essie. I tried to stop. The brakes just... She will be disfigured for life, Mr. Ashton. Her face has been... Yes, I know, Nick. I spoke to the doctor, but why did you come here tonight? You will marry her still, eh, Mr. Ashton? This will not make a difference. Marry her? Don't be a fool, Nick. I never intended to marry her. What? But she told me when she gave me back the ring. She said you talked about it. Talk is cheap, Nick. Besides, I'd be a fool to marry her now. Then you never loved her, eh? This was just a game with you? That's right, Nick. Just a game. Now the game's over, cold because of rain. And I'm hitting the road. You are no good, Mr. Ashton. Marry the girl yourself, Nick. I will, if she will have me. That's what happened. Clint had hopped a train north out of Essie's and Nick's lives. Now Clint wondered what Nick would say when they'd meet. Overhead, the sky was lightening. Dawn was coming up. It's getting light. I'd better start looking for Nick. Clint combed the waterfront, searching the sleepy faces for Nick. Finally, he spotted him. working over the engine of his small but sturdy-looking craft.
Yes, Nick, it's me, Clinton Ashton. I'm in trouble, Nick. Bad trouble. I need help. I've got to get out of this country.
A woman again, Mr. Ashton?
Yes, how did you know?
I guessed. Can you pay?
How much? I've got 1,000 lira with me, but I can raise more.
It will be enough, Mr. Ashton. Get below before someone sees you. Soon the little fishing vessel's engine began to sputter, then hum reassuringly. Below deck, Clint felt the craft begin to move away from its wharf and out into the rolling sea.
Is it safe to come up, Nick?
All right now, Mr. Ashton. Clint looked back at the receding Greek mainland.
Where are you taking me, Nick?
I know an island, not far, several hours, where you will be taken care of until your troubles back there pass. The boat rolled and pitched, moving forward through the choppy sea.
It's good of you to do this for me, Nick. After what happened.
What's done cannot be undone, Mr. Ashton. They sailed in silence across the tossing blue water. Soon a small island rose like a speck on the horizon, growing steadily larger.
Is that it, Nick? Is that the island?
Yes, Mr. Ashton. That is where I am taking you. Clint pressed 1,000 lira into Nick's hand as the boat skirted the island's shoreline and entered a small white-beached bay.
Here, Nick. Here's your money. And thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Ashton. You can wade to shore from here. They will take care of you. Clint stepped over the side of Nick's boat. Nick was right. The water was waist-high. Clint started to wade toward the white beach.
Oh, by the way, Nick, I forgot to ask you.
Yes, Mr. Ashton? Nick's boat began to drift.
How's Essie?
Essie? The gap between them widened.
Yes, how is she? You two ever get married?
No, Mr. Ashton. Clint was nearing the beach. They had to shout to hear each other.
Gee, that's too bad, Nick. Why not?
Because she killed herself, Mr. Ashton. Clint spun around. Nick had started the engine. The small boat was turning and heading for the open sea.
Nick! Nick! When will you come back for me?
Never, Mr. Ashton. Clint stood there on the white sand, watching the boat disappear over the horizon. Then he turned. 2 pasty-faced men stood before him. One of them extended a lumpy hand. Nick took it and they shook hands warmly. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the island of Sirba.
Hello, my name's Clint. What did you say?
Come, everybody. We have a new addition to our society.
They came from behind the trees and brush that bordered the white beach. They came with their festering sores, their ash-white skin, their bloated features. They gathered around Clint, touching him, examining him curiously. Horribly distorted remains of humanity, grinning, gurgling, some blind, some with fingers gone, legs withered away, arms rotted off. They welcomed him.
Welcome to Sirba.
Welcome.
Sirba? Good Lord! This is the leper colony!
And there's no getting away from it either, Clint. That's why Nick said he's never coming back for you. You got it, kid.
Leprosy, that is. Sure. Didn't you shake hands with them? Didn't they touch you? Come, Clint. No use going to pieces right away. You will in due time anyway. And now, kiddies, I'll turn you back to the Crypt Keeper. Bye. See you next in my own mag, the Vault of Horror.